Hi everybody, this is Kevin with Texas Yardman and more, and today I am featuring a video on boiling snow crab clusters that I picked up at my local HEB store, and these are fantastic. I've got some snow crab clusters here. I'll just go ahead and open the package, and we are very fortunate to have seafood close to us here in Texas. The coast is only 3 hours away, and so we are able to get fresh seafood here in Texas. And I'll just dump all these out so you can see them. And we got some beautiful snow crab clusters here, and these are gorgeous. Nice color to them. It's just the main portions of the crab. You got the legs, the claws, and then you got the body of the crab, this area in here. And all of this has meat inside of it. So you can see that. And I am gonna boil these up for supper tonight. So I'm gonna take you over here and show you. I have a pot of hot water here, and I'm trying to get in as close as I can, but I'm simply gonna put these into this boiling water, which I've already prepped with salt. And you simply just use table salt, or you could use sea salt, and you bring it to a rolling boil like it's right now, and then you add, you don't have to add seasoning, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I've got some Old Bay here. We'll just put that in. And I've been wanting to use this up anyhow, so pour the whole thing in there. That's about a half a container, and that's a excellent seasoning for a crab boil. And we're going to stir this up, get all that goodness mixed in there. And it also has salt, like I said. So we're just simply going to grab our snow clusters here, and we're going to put them in. And we're going to boil these for about 5 to 8 minutes. And they should be done. And they will turn a darker color. So you can see the color on them now, and you just want to make sure that they're all submerged. And we're simply just going to boil that, and when they're ready to take out, I will come back and show you the process. All right, we're back, and the crab is done cooking, so we're going to go ahead and just remove this cover. Be very careful because it's going to be hot. You can see that water in there boiling. And I've got some cooking tongs here, and I've got a tray over here with some parchment paper on there. I'm just going to go ahead and set these on there. So I'm going to go ahead and just take one of these clusters out of there, or all of them actually. And it doesn't take very long to cook crab. If they're frozen, it may take a little bit longer, so you just want to make sure that they get heated up and that the meat is cooked through. These were already pre-thawed kind of, so I don't have to worry about cooking them any longer. And these are going to be wonderful. And I got approximately 2¼ pounds of crab, and I think I paid $27 for it, which to me is definitely worth it. I'm very blessed to have fresh seafood at my HEB, since we're only 3 hours from the coast. But there you have it. At this time, you could go ahead and I've got some additional seasoning here that I'm going to sprinkle across the top. It's called Slap Yo Mama. I'm not endorsed by them, but there's all kinds of brands out there that you can use, and I'm just going to put that over the top of this. And we're going to go ahead and bring this over to the table. So I'm going to grab this with one hand and grab the camera with the other. And I've got my table set up here. And you could boil up some corn or whatever your favorites, potatoes. You could even do mushrooms. I just am only one eating tonight, so I'm going to eat these crabs and I don't have to share with anybody. So all I've got is my favorites, which is melted butter. And I like real butter with salt. And I've got some cocktail sauce here. So this is going to be a really good meal. Some people out there, some of my viewers don't know how to eat crab. And like I said, these were already pre-cut down the center. So all you do is you just simply rip off these legs and you'll see this meat on here. You can just eat that right out of the leg. And you just break these legs off. Sometimes the body of the crab will break off with it and you just eat this white meat that's inside of there. But what I like to do is break it at the joint. Break it at the joint right here, just like so. And then what I do is I snap it right in the center. And then all that meat comes right out. Just slide it out gently. That's some prime crab meat right there. The real deal. And then I dip it in some butter. You can even add some garlic in the butter. I like it with just regular butter, and that stuff is amazing. Very good. And then I've got some tools over here. I think I bought a whole set of these off of Amazon. These are crab claw crackers. And I like to use that on these big claws. You can see how big these claws are. And what I do is I just break it at the joint. Look at all that meat that came out. Dip it in the butter. Get the meat off of there. Then I take the pincher, one of the claws, and I pull back on it. Pull that part off. Now we have all the meat that's inside of here. So you want to use your claw crackers here. And you just get a little practice on this and you'll see how the meat comes out. But all of that right there is meat. So they have these little tools. I don't really use these too often, but it has a little tip on it. And you can dig this meat out of here. Or you can just simply use your fingers. That's all meat right there. And sometimes it's hard to get down in there, so then I'll grab this little device, or you can use a butter knife, the tip of a butter knife, and you can work that meat out of there. There's still some down in there. And then that's pretty much how you do it. Snow crab is much easier to eat than blue crab or some of the other types of crabs out there because they have nice long legs and you can snap these in half and get to the meat real easy. But you know, it seems like a lot that's on the tray there, but it really isn't because a lot of it is shell. So that was, like I said, 2¼ pounds of crab. It's perfect for me as a meal. So they also sell this frozen. So you can go to any place out there that sells seafood, you can get this frozen. It's still good, but fresh is best. So hope you can get out there and try it sometime. It's very easy to cook and very easy to eat. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment if you have any questions, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me make more of these videos, and hit that notification bell for any future videos. Hope you all have a great day. Take care.